Look, can't complain, man, everything's great. Yeah, I'm Gucci, I'm straight. Nothing but positive vibes this way. Really just blessed to see another day. God done gave me a whole lot of grace.
Hello, Starseeds, Lightworkers, Shadow Workers, Empath, Dreamers, Mediums, whatever it is you choose to entitle yourself. Greetings, greetings. I'm so Pisces. I intercess on behalf of all elements, earth, air, fire, water, and space. Starseed Lightworkers, we represent space and the 7 energies, which we will get to at the end. Ultimately, I offer wisdom. Wisdom is neither learned or obtained. It is remembered. Remember who you are. Remember, even the ones from the light must step into the shadows in order to receive their sight. Shadow work, as above, so below. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm super excited. Starseeds. Okay, so I received this message for me today. It's Monday, ruled by the moon, aka Day of the Moon. Monday, April 3rd, 2021. The intent we want to set is on communication focused on relationships and reconciliation. If you would like to burn any candles, you could burn white or gray or black. I have a white one lit and a black one right here. If you would like to use any oils, you can use Lang Lang oil or lavender oil. I'm using some bergamot. And then if you would like to work with any crystals, you can use clear quartz, pearl, moonstone. I have some optical calcite out for us all, some black tourmaline, some jet for protection, also some pyrite. Please check out the video that I did on pyrite. Okay, as well as some tiger's eye. Tiger's eye, really needing grounding. Starseeds, I'm really getting that we are learning to be earthed. So again, we are in the last quarter moon. The moon is currently at 51% illumination, with the intent of breaking curses, releasing bad habits, and banishing, relinquishing old stagnant energy. Okay. So whenever you see this reading, remember all of my readings were timeless. So whenever you see this, you were just meant to see this. But please note any synchronicities within our date and our time. Our angels do speak to us numerically, or like if it's not the first quarter moon, maybe the next fourth quarter moon, you need to focus on breaking generational curses, any bad habits, blase, blase. Blase. But speaking of readings, please take my reading and any other readings with just a grain of salt. Okay, as I was saying, Starseeds, if your angels and your ancestors want to give you a message, they're going to give it to you first. Then they're going to send me and others like me, along with synchronicities and symbols, and you know, coincidence doesn't exist, to come along and confirm that. Alrighty. So this is going to be your Pluto Retrograde 2021 psychic prediction from I'm So Pisces. I am getting some of my information from Margaret Brussel, as well as Practical Magic by Nikki Vandekar. Love, love, love this book. I'm going to be doing a total review on it new on my other channel. So this is a perfect time of transformations. This is going to last approximately 230 days. And I had to bring that information out because I don't believe in coincidences. And I have exactly 230 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you to all. Thank you all for your love and your support. And if you're new, please subscribe. Okay. Pluto's retrograde officially hit on April 27th, 2021. And will range on through October 6th. So approximately 6 months. Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's a very slow-moving planet, and it's currently stationed in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So Pluto and Saturn are the planets that are affecting us during this retrograde. So if you have, hold on really quick. Starseeds, as they say, they don't want me to get the message through to you all. It's been really, really hard to get through to this Starseed video, so pray, please let me get through the video. All right, so Pluto is what we were talking about. Pluto and Saturn are the main 2 planets that are affecting you. So Pluto rules transformation, rebirth, and metamorphosis. Pluto reigns over all that is unseen, buried, including secrets, the unconscious, workings of society, and planning. Pluto can be a bit unpredictable, sometimes helping you hide and other times revealing all. And then Saturn, which is known as the great teacher, the planet of ambition and productivity, but also of caution and responsibility. Saturn is not a dreamer. Instead, forces us to confront reality, bringing maturity and values of patience, concentration, structure, and sacrifice. When this Okay, so these two planets are shadowing each other and really causing us to, well, it's illuminating our darkest truth. We'll just say it like that. So what's a retrograde? Star Child National. So it's a motion, an apparent change in the movement of a planet through the sky, not real. So the planet is not physically starting to move backwards in its orbit. It just appears to do so because of the relative positions of the planet. So now I'm going to tell you how this can affect you, Starseeds and Lightworkers, Shadow Workers. I'm going to go deep. I'm going to do Starseeds, and then I'm going to do Lightworkers, explain what shadow work is, and then shadow work. And I'm gonna give tarot messages for each one, and then at the end I have an overall general message for the collective. We're gonna dig deep here, so get you some tea. I'm currently sipping on some vanilla. I have not been able to say I've been like chai tea, vanilla chai tea. Oh, it is so yummy, but you know, super cheap, super yummy. I put some cinnamon sugar in there, some hazelnut creamer, and I'm drinking it out of a soup bowl because this is a lot of information. So Starseeds, this message is for Orions, Arcturians, Pleiadians, Draconians, the Greys, Reptilians, Sirens, Lyrans, Venusians, Martins, Polarians, Hadronian, Alpha, Centurions, Agarthian, Inner Earth, and Anuki. I identify as a Pleiadian. So, Starseeds, I really feel like it's time to wake up. I really feel like it's time to get out of our comfort zones. And you're being awakened to who you really are and what matters in the earth as far as the planet goes, as far as the water resources, as far as the food you eat, the way, just your ultimate being. You are in a complete transition, becoming your true self, the true starseed. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna get some messages. We're coming from the Siren Starseed Tarot by Patricia Coy and Alicia Barta. Clear messages, Spirit, for my Starseeds. Now I'm gonna do light workers and shadow workers separate, even though I believe they're one and the same. But a lot of people like to identify themselves as a light worker or as a shadow worker. Yin and yang. Clear message, Spirit. What is it you want to say to my Starseeds? So the world needs you. Wake up. That was the channel message. I'm glad I wrote it down. The world needs you to wake up. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm getting the 10 of Chalices with the Sage of Chalices, the Queen of Cups. So I'm really getting ultimately wish fulfillment here. So whatever it is that the Spirit is calling you to do to wake up, this is your intuition coming through. This is your 10 of Cups. This is going to light your light up, life up. The 8 of Flames, the Starseed, and the 6 of Chalices. Now, I have the Starseed that came in reverse. So I'm really feeling like with this, you're with the 6 of Chalices, going back to your childhood. A lot of shadow work here. So a lot of us Starseeds, as you know, Starseeds, we had horrible, horrible childhoods. And this is somewhere that we don't want to go. But we have to go there. And the Spirit is illuminating the bad as well as the good. You might see some of these traits in your children, like, oh my God, I used to lie all the time when I was little. Now my kid lies all the time. Okay, Starseeds. But really needing to break those generational curses, not just looking at it, but needing to do the work on these things to release generational blessings out into the universe. Remember, here we are here, Starseeds, Lightworkers, Shadow Work. We are here to do a work. I'll get into that further. So the 6 of Chalices, then ultimately the 8 of Flames. 8 being the number of new beginning. I really see that this passion, whatever the Spirit is doing, is allowing you to just soar, to go far. Just to really go far. I just really see this like being like a portal. And you go through the portal and you're there. You know, like you thought it was going to be a far journey up into wherever you're headed. But the Spirit has provided a portal. Okay, so it's going to happen quicker than you think. Okay, so as you know, here we're going to dig deep. So the Spirit told me to use the Oracle of the 7 energies. And I'm going to explain the 7 energies at the end. So if you make it to the end, great for you. clear messages from the Starseeds, and then we'll move on to Lightworkers. Okay. Yes. Alrighty. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is it. So we are waking. Okay. Waking the lion. I'm going to turn this. Waking the lion. Okay. Waking the lion. Think about it. If you wake the lion, you better be ready. So you are waking up the royal you. Okay. This is the royal you. You are royalty. Okay. We all possess power. Now I feel this is going to require a lot of exploration. Here we got the uncharted sea. So this is going to require just a lot of exploration, maybe dealing with the elements, earth, air, fire, water, dealing with the 4 directions, north, south, east, west. So not quite knowing which direction to go. Oh, that's great with the channel message at the end. Not knowing which direction to go. But this is a beautiful uncaging. So just starting. This is unlocking your heart's desire, okay? Unlocking your heart's desire. And we're coming from the, did I say Oracle of 7 Energies by Colette Baron Reed? All right. That's beautiful. That was beautiful. So some love messages. Well, these are just general, so I'll give you all that at the end. So now we'll move on to Lightworkers, okay? So Lightworkers. A light worker. What is a light worker? What are you really? So it's anyone who devotes their life to being a bright light in the world. They understand that their actions, no matter how big or small, has the potential to raise the vibration of the planet. So just like what I'm doing, bringing these messages, I don't get paid to do this, ladies and gentlemen. I feel called to do this. So this is my way to give back, a way to change your vibration. You can do the same, whether it's with, like they say, planting a tree, you know, picking up trash, any little insignificant thing that can change the planet. That's what we're here for. We are here for the planet, for the planet's existence. And sometimes this doesn't have anything to do with humankind. I know that sounds weird. We're having to learn how to be Earth. We'll get into that. So everybody, we're going to get into shadow work. Everybody must do shadow work. It is an introspective, physiological practice that anyone can do that can lead to a more fulfilling life. So I believe, light workers, we ought to do shadow work. Before we can help others, we first have to help ourselves. Like I tell my children, in order to teach, you first must be taught. So I feel like the Spirit has you go when you start your spiritual journey and trying to figure out what you are you an empath or whatever you want to think, you know, you have to do a lot of shadow work on yourself first. So this requires shadow work. Now, the difference is from a shadow worker, they are masters at soul retrieval and help people rediscover a lost part of themselves into our harmonious, cohesive whole. Most people resist their shadows. Shadow workers often feel dangerous and often feel that way at others' glance. So this is a good way. That's how I know, because I'm very dark. You know, I like vampire and witches and warlocks and medieval type stuff. And I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart. And so all of these... all of this, people wouldn't look at me as a light worker, a bright light person, but going through attacking your shadow work, getting to your deep and your dark and your ugly, and essentially is going to help the planet. So I consider shadow worker light workers, and light workers do shadow work. So I believe they go hand in hand, but if you believe differently, that's up to you. I'm going to read them separately. Okay. Now this is channel messages that I receive from Spirit. Before we get into this is no book or anything. All meditation. So we all need to meditate. Starseeds, light workers, empath. We need to meditate more. We need to get with our spiritual team. They're dropping downloads. We need to write it down. And this is the big one. Stop trying to figure out what your gift is and just be gifted. Just be gifted. Just be gifted. Don't worry about it. Am I an empath? Am I a dreamer? Am I a seer? You're all of the above. The Spirit can use you if you allow it, if you become free, if you become just a vessel. The Spirit can use you musically, artistically, in divination, in anything. So stop trying to figure out what your gift is and just be gifted and allow the Spirit to use you. Also, we are learning to be earthed. So check your sun, moon, rising. Just because you're a starseed, you're also, like me, I'm a Pisces sun, Sagittarius moon, Capricorn rising. So I also want to check out Sagittarius' reading and Capricorn's reading. I do follow my own reading. And the last thing, the 7 energies. So I really have to start teaching you guys about the 7 energies. The 7 energies are earth, water, fire, love, sound, thought, and light. So as opposed to air, we're using thought. Okay. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to get right into Lightworkers reading, and then Shadow Workers. Lightworkers. Quick messages for Lightworkers. And then for the collective in general at the end. Some love messages. Lightworkers. Ooh. Okay. Alrighty. So if you want to know, especially what Pluto is doing to your specific sign, please go check that out, is what I meant. If I didn't say that correctly. So I have 6 of crystals, like the 6 of pentacles. So just like I said, guidance is off. We're needing to meditate. This is meditating, receiving your guidance. This is not. This is how you're going to stay balanced. This is the only way you're going to stay balanced, especially down here on earth. Okay? Practically here on earth in the physical. So a lot of times it's really hard for us because we are from a different place. We are in earth, but we are not of earth. You know, this is for prophets, prophetesses, whatever you may be, wherever you feel you are. We are in earth, but we're not of earth. So we have to learn how to function down here on earth in relationships. Okay, so this is dealing with your relationships. Really feeling some type of regret as far as maybe some collaboration, or as far as maybe the church. I'm getting the Trinity. You know, that's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It could be the Maiden, the Mother, and the Crone. So maybe you just haven't been as, there's another card stuck under there. Okay. So maybe you just haven't been as much into your spiritual self as you need to be. That's what I'm getting. And I'm getting you're regretful about that. Your intuition is like, man, I need to meditate more. You know, I need to go to church more. I need to pray more. I need to burn my candles more. I need to work my magic more, however that applies to you. And definitely meditation. And this is the Adept of Crystals, okay? So this is like the Seeker, the Page of Pentacles, okay? So maybe your money is off. Maybe thoughts of money is off. Maybe you're not being able to have a money mindset, definitely. Not being able to be grounded as far as money goes and practicality goes because you're so spiritual. Not being able to stay balanced within relationships and the practical. So really needing to focus on that. And I do get some regrets on that. So once you start meditating more and stuff, you should be fine. Okay, light workers. And then we'll get 7 oracles of the 7 energies. Right quick, clear messages for my light workers. Clear messages for my light workers. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, bearing fruit and the Grand Symphony. You reap what you sow. So right now you are bearing fruit, either from things that you did, you know, karma. Maybe you made some different decisions that are not affecting you well. So you are reaping that. But I really feel like a lot of the things that you are working on or striving to become are beginning to bear fruit. We'll say that. Now, I'm getting Grand Symphony with quieting the mind, which doesn't go together. So I'm really feeling like a lot of you think you need this big grand symphony, like this big ordeal, big huge ritual. I gotta do this big old thing, this grand symphony production to get with spirit. And it's just like sit down and quiet your mind and receive my tender embrace. Okay, so this is really quiet introspection here. That's beautiful. Alrighty, now we're going to do shadow workers, and then we'll do the overall collective read in a minute. Shadow workers. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, spooky energy there. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Crystals. Really feeling the energy of protecting your home or where you're going to live, something to do with the home. I feel like don't worry. Like we should not worry over where we eat or what we're going to drink or where we're going to live. Okay, behold the birds, behold the fowls of the air, they neither reap nor sow. Wow, they neither reap nor sow, but how much more is the universe? So yeah, we're going to be bearing some. And I feel like some things is just your karma hasn't hit yet. Okay. So the Ten of Pentacles is when you got the house, the wife, the kids, the dog, everything's great. All your ducks lined up in a row. Okay. But karma's in reverse. Okay. So karma, remember, karma is a current thing. Okay. So you can change your karma at any time. So I'm also getting like Ace of Orbs in reverse. So your mind's been kind of sporadic, off a little bit. Somebody just I'm getting with this, somebody just needs to focus on their magic. Okay, so you're very magical. You're an alchemist. We got alchemy here. So if you're an alchemist, you're very magical. Your karma hasn't had, maybe things haven't come into fruition, but you are going to bear fruit. Seeker of flames. But you really need to get with your ancestors, your higher belief system. I really believe that you think that this is something that you can do just with your bare hands. And it's all of the elements. Spirit is another element. Okay, so we need earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. Spirit represents the 7 energies. So do not forget spirit. We need spirit, whoever that is for you. There is something unseen that is working on your behalf, and Pluto is here to remind you that you can't do all the work yourself. You need to use the elements of the crystals. You need to use water. You need to, maybe you've just been praying, and then the spirit is saying bring elements in. So now is where we're going to get a little deep. So first, we got these quick love readings. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So the more you love yourself, the more you are different, the more you embrace your flaws and be beautifully fearless for God, I'm just saying, the more you will be romantic. And then emotions are natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And I feel like that has to do from a lot of your childhood. Just let go of the resentment, things that happen, and move on. Freedom. And there's nothing stopping you now. The path is clear if you want to be. So it seems like you've done a lot of the shadow work. You learned how to love yourself, which is really hard for us because we Starseeds grow up hating ourselves and everything about us, and we don't know why we're here. There's no freaking purpose. But now you have purpose. Now you have that. So, St. John's wort. Overall, collectively, the spirit was telling me that a lot of us are dispirited, discouraged, just having the blues. And St. John's wort, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the herb itself. So, St. John's wort is a wonderful herb, and it was used in the Crusades to treat and heal battle wounds. It's been used for over 2,400 years for medicinal purposes. St. John's wort traditionally burnt the midsummer fires and will protect the home from misfortune, illness, and fire, keeping a sprig under your pillow to protect you from bad dreams. Okay, so you may need to work with the element of St. John's wort if you are feeling dispirited. This is from the Kitchen Witch's Oracle, illustrated by Richard Crooks, written by Barbara Johnfrey. Alrighty. And then we have the Green Witch's Oracle, and I pulled for you all Master number 33, Black Mulberry. Little things seem like nothing, but they give peace, like those meadow flowers which individually seem odorless, but altogether perfume the air. So everything should be coming together at present in projects and plans. The completion of something is indicated with black mulberries. and the energy of the fruit asks you to put your knowledge and skills into the test. Balance and stability are present. And from this foundation, the possibilities are expanding. Setbacks, delays, and miscommunications are challenges to watch out for. Mulberries are delicious trees that will grow in most areas except arid or elevated, humid tropical environments. They will need a lot of room as they grow quite large. Plant in late spring through the early summer and position in full sun deep in rich soil. Water well, especially in hotter areas, and ensure that they are sheltered from strong winds. Harvest seeds to wait until the fruit has ripened on the tree. Okay, so the magical correspondences of this card is protection, strength, vision, clarity, and wisdom. The deities are Diana, Brahma, Minerva, and Athena. The celestial energy is Mercury, and astrological sign is Aquarius. Okay, so this is just to obtain wholeness. Beautiful, beautiful. And then Guardians of the Light, last but not least, we've got Jesus. So I've got a Guardian of the Light, and then I've got Jesus. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So Jesus represents our willpower. So seek ye first the kingdom of God, your higher power, okay? Using your willpower, so really needing to press into your spiritual time. I was getting from that. And then we have Jesus. If you don't know who Jesus is, I'll briefly explain, and then the message that he brings. So, a man who needs no introduction through both the Gospels and the Gnostic Gospels, we have come to know Jesus as the great teacher, loving guide, and generous soul who accepts us all. Although he has the focal point of Christianity, he will respond to anyone who reaches out to him. He helps us overcome sacrificial love when we have to leave behind something in order to get the love we want. He also is the light keeper we can all call on for support. With forgiveness, he reminds us that our connection to love is the most important connection we will ever create. His twin flame is Mary Magdalene. Oh, I'm so sorry. So the message that he's bringing to us is that forgiveness is an act of self-love. You are being encouraged to know that whatever you have done to yourself or others, the divine is not condemning you. You do not have to forget what has happened, but you no longer need to allow yourself to be defined by the situation. It doesn't support your happiness. Jesus is here to bring miraculous shifts of healing to you and to those around you, and to release you from the burden of self-loathing. He wants you to know that he sees the child of God within you. He also brings clarity and healing to any situations concerning your Father either here on earth or in heaven. So please check out my other channel, Starseeds. I hope each and every one of you Starseeds go and subscribe to my other channel, because I actually did my ancestry DNA. You know, I don't know who my real mama, my real daddy is. So the Heavenly Father is the only Father that I know. So if that offers you any comfort. But yeah, that's all I have for you today, Starseeds. At any point in this video, if you're feeling me, feeling alive, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And always, I speak blessings over G Certified and all the members included for allowing me to use their beautiful music here on my channel. They're on the intro as well as my outro, and all of that information can be found in the description box below. This is Gangstar Tarot, and I gotta go back to the shadows. Much love, and I'm out.
I already know that a nigga out, you getting to the paper. Yeah, I'm getting to the paper. Bunch of blue Benjamin Franklins with the big faces and a whole lot of layers. Yeah, I'ma chase them. You can say the hustle in my nature. G certified money make.